Howdy ho, folks. You got the not ready for primetime players and Dirk Manning ready to rock and roll. It's time to rumble.
No trademark infringement here. No gimmick infringement. Good to see you, friends. How are you?
Doing all right. How are you?
Beautiful, man. Thank you all for having me on. I always appreciate the opportunity to get to talk to all of you. And Jordan, I can officially congratulate you. This is being part of the show. Awesome. Great hat, great shirt, great company. I have not had a chance to be on since you've been on and hosting. So congratulations.
Yeah, he's been so giddy and waiting with anticipation because he's like, oh, this is the first time that we're on and I'm on the show with you guys.
Right. Jordan jumps on and then I'm not on for 25 weeks. Right? What happened?
Yeah. Sounds about right.
That's only because we planned something different this time. Instead of having you on for Halloween, we were like, oh, let's put him on for December for things that you should get your geek friends.
Yeah, I think the last one was the Cthulhu Jr., as you put it, Ralph.
Cthulhu.
Yeah, that's right. Cthulhu.
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 The Cthulhu. Well, there's plenty to talk about. I'd like to think right now where I sit, there's so many books from me that you can pre-order or through your local comic shop or through Kickstarter. There's a little bit of something for everyone right now.
Is this right? Is this where I show what's in front of me, Ralph?
Oh
no.
No. Oh
no.
That's a no. Okay, well we'll wait a little bit then. So now Dirk has to wait in anticipation.
Yeah,
exactly.
So Dirk,
you can't lead with the surprise.
That is true.
I will show this though.
Ooh, that's
nice. Yeah, that is.
Look at that. Oh,
the man.
Yes, sir.
The man himself. So Dirk, since we need you to hit the floor running. Why don't you hit the floor running and talk about all the stuff that you need to talk about? You can start with Arn Anderson, or you can start with your regular stuff. But I'll let you decide where you're going to start.
Well, no, I think the big thing right now is obviously I'm very honored to have co-written a book with Arn Anderson called Arn Anderson, My Life as the Enforcer, from Source Point Press, illustrated by Colm Griffin and Sean Daly. It is on Kickstarter right now, as you can see. We're closing in. We're dangerously close to unlocking the 4th stretch goal, which then gives us the Kickstarter exclusive book plate, and the 3rd signature, which that then puts us 1 stretch goal away from the 4 horsemen of comic book signatures. Arn was very gracious to give us that option to kind of use that gimmick. But if you go to arncomic.com, this is a book about wrestling pioneer, wrestling legend Arn Anderson. You can see there's some of the art from Colm Griffin a moment ago. This is Sean Daly. Really cool book, man. Arn is a guy that even if you're a professional wrestling fan, you know Arn Anderson. If you are a passing pro wrestling fan, your favorite wrestler was Arn Anderson, or is Arn Anderson, most likely. And this is a book about his life and his in-ring career. It's a really cool book. It's a really inspirational story. Arn came up through a lot of hard times, went on to be someone that truly changed the face of professional wrestling by being kind of the guy behind the guy. He founded the 4 Horsemen, but never put himself front and center of the 4 Horsemen. He was a long-running TV champion, and he would elevate everyone that he worked with. I would argue, really made the belt his own. Fascinating performer, really cool guy, really inspirational story, gorgeously illustrated. And the Kickstarter campaign is the only way to get the Kickstarter exclusive hardcover as well, by going to arncomic.com. And like I said, what's real cool with this, and I'll quit rambling about this book, we've unlocked the Kickstarter exclusive book plate. And like I said, we're unlocking the 4 Horsemen of comic book signatures. This is the most global, most multinational stretch goal thing I've ever done. Ooh. Because if we unlock all 4 signatures, you'll get this. We've already unlocked signature from me, signature from Colm, and we're unlocking Sean Daly next, and then Arn, which means United States with me, Ireland from Colm, Canada from Sean, nice. Then we move back to the United States. So you'll have 3 countries represented on that book plate with live authentic signatures, which is pretty cool.
So do they all sign the same book, or is it?
It's going to be a book plate, so it'll be like an inset piece of art that's going to be
Nice.
exclusive. Yeah, like right there. Like Jordan's got one right there we did for Butts and Seats.
Oh, hold on.
We had 3 signatures on that one. We had Tony, myself, and Josh Werner. So this one's going to be bigger, and then we're going to have 4 signatures on it. So it'll be myself, Colm, and then as we unlock them, Sean and Arn himself. And it's actually going to be a bigger book plate even this time as well. So because we have a lot of signatures put on it.
I gotta admit, I do like the fact that what you do with your Kickstarters is if you support the Kickstarter, you get something exclusive to the Kickstarter. I know sometimes it's not exclusive to the Kickstarter; it's just that you're getting it early. But I like the fact that this version of the book is only for the Kickstarter, and if you support it, you get it. And us collectors, we like stuff like that.
Yeah, and I've made no secret. We've talked on the show before about the fact that I grew up a book kid, right?
Exactly.
And I love a nice hardcover. And these Kickstarter campaigns are the only way you're going to get the hardcover edition of this book. This is it. This is like the first printing, right? And that's not to say that the trade paperback version is not going to be very nice. It will be very nice. But if you want that fancy one, if you want that hardcover, and you want the book plate and you want it signed. And here's the thing. I'm not saying that Sean, Colm, myself, and Arn will not all ever be in the same place. But if we do, it's probably going to be a very high-profile convention that you're going to have to travel to and pay a lot of money to get into.
That is true.
This way you get it for free. 4 autographs on the book for free. There's a lot of people that take their graphic novels all over the country to get 4 signatures on it. We're just delivering them to you up front as part of the campaign, along with, like you said, the Kickstarter exclusive hardcover edition, made print to order, won't be made available in the mass market after the campaign ends.
And you're right. Most people do that. They travel from con to con trying to get the signatures they need for whatever book they need. You're making it actually really easy for them, especially once they reach the stretch goal. Really simple. Boom, 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 boom. And you got it already, and you don't have to worry about that.
Right. And then if you want to come see Arn and have him personalize it or something for you or things like that, or get head sketches from Colm or Sean as we do, or God forbid me for some reason, we can do that. But yeah, this is the way to get the limited edition version of the book, get the signatures. And then if we move past this and we go to do more stretch goals, anything else we choose to unlock as well.
Which is one of the things I love about you is the fact that once you reach your stretch goals, like you got 2 left here, you start going, let's add another one.
It's what I do. I'm very thankful to people who support the books of myself and my partners, my collaborators, and we appreciate the fact that people are ordering in advance, and this is our thank you. It's that simple. We're very gracious. We're very grateful. Arn is a very gracious, grateful person as well. And this is our chance to pay it forward.
That's very true. And it's a good way to do it. And it kind of makes it a 2-way street here. You actually feel like you're part of the Kickstarter because, oh my God, look, if we get to here, we can do this. And then you start trying to help it push, trying to help it go. And when it gets there, everybody's celebrating.
Well, and that's it. And you're exactly right. I mean, everyone who pre-orders this book, go into arncomic.com or you go to the Kickstarter.com and you type in Arn Anderson and the book will come up. The people that pledge for this book are the ones that make it possible. Point blank.
Yeah.
And the people that pledge for the book and support the Kickstarter are the ones that make all the free stuff possible. So you're very much right. And that's why I have no problem just pouring rewards onto people. Is because it's a thank you. And again, it's limited edition. And this is it. I'm a book guy. I make no secret of this. You look in my office, you see books all over the place. And it's like, sometimes I'll be looking online like, oh, like here's a signed edition of this book. And I'm like, oh, I better get back to work. Because I'm a sucker for that stuff too,
I have to admit, I love your office. Your office looks conducive to writing.
Yeah, it's my library. It's like this is my library. This is my where I draw my inspiration. It's like I never want to make light of the very dark times a lot of us went through with when we were in lockdown. But I was kind of like, well, at least all my stuff is in here.
Exactly. I feel you. I completely feel you.
Yeah. You guys know. I mean, all of you all have, your own little bat caves and stuff too. Jordan does, you do, and all. And yeah, it's like I can get to reading some of these books I've been meaning to read that I haven't quite got to yet. But yeah, I need books in the house I haven't read yet, or I get antsy.
Oh, definitely. I completely agree with you. And a lot of people always ask me the same question. It's like, but you buy these books, you don't read them. I'm like, yeah, but sooner or later they'll get read.
You're right. I saw a meme that said, "Here I am buying books like I'm going to live forever." And I'm like, ooh. Oh, like, well, I guess that's just what I got to do, right?
Man, you guys are out here reading.
I got great books to read.
Well, at least that showcases that you have a look into the future. Like, well, I have enough time to read this.
Right, exactly. Like I'll need like a pyramid and just put all my stuff in there with me. I'll
Exactly.
I'll be like the ghost in Ghostbusters, like haunting the library. I'm not trying to haunt you. I'm reading.
Jordan, this is where you show the table.
Oh, this is where you show it, Jordan. Go ahead, show it off, Jordan.
What we got?
Well, knew you were going to be here, so be remiss if.
Oh, look at that! Oh yeah, there's the Nightmare World Bible, the Hope hardcover, the Maybe Not Dead. Look at all that cool stuff, man.
Oh,
all in the slab. Yep. The mystery, the book plates. Yeah, see, that's a lot of that stuff that Jordan's showing off is stuff that like you can only get
the Kickstarter
through the Kickstarters. Right? Yeah, like the figure.
You only made 13 of those. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
And the only way to get it was at the Kickstarter.
That was it. Right.
Good jobs. I love the incentives that you pull off. They are so amazing. Because again, there's stuff that usually end up just staying in the Kickstarter itself.
Yeah, that's cool, Jordan. Thank you, man, for showing me that stuff. It's neat to see that. You can't see it here. I have a shelf with just my hardcovers, but they're spine out. And then of course, I talk a lot about. I gotta like figure out the orientation, the spinner rack full of books and stuff. But it's cool to see people having the stuff displayed, man. That's awesome. That's very humbling. Thank you.
There goes.
There it is, right?
One of the fun things that happen here is that Jordan goes, "Okay, let me show you," and then he goes off and starts showing us which piece of his collection.
As I said again and again, all of this in the Source Point bookshelf. Dedicated bookshelf wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for him.
Exactly.
Well, thank you.
This
wouldn't
right. Yeah, the re-tattoo. Yeah, that blew my mind, man. I will start crying. That was crazy.
Yep.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. Mystery is my guy. I love Arn, but I told Arn, don't make me choose. Yeah, the Mystery Omnibus, in fact, is in I think it's coming out in stores in January. It's available for pre-order through comic shops right now. So I know Jordan has like the hardcover, leather bound, and the book plate.
Number one backer.
That's it. Yep. He was waiting on that one too, boy. Like getting in.
I want to jump in on that. Yeah, he told us it was like I was there. I was like, come on.
Refresh. That's like running a Kickstarter.
He was questioning if he even made it to number one.
Number one on Mystery, number one on Cthulhu Jr.
Yeah, right. Well, see, that's the problem being the champ, Jordan, and like there's something Arn to tell you about too. When you're the champ, people start gunning for you.
Oh, definitely.
Then they want to be number one so that just to take that spot. But you've got two under your belt, which is more than a lot of people have. So,
and then I have like 3 or 4 total for Source Point in general.
That's
nice.
Cool. Yeah, very appreciative.
Because I was,
Jordan is a great person to have on your back. He's very supportive. He loves what he loves, which is an amazing thing because you don't see that too much.
No, I get it, man. I'm a fan first. There's stuff that I love stuff by Joe Hill. I love stuff by Harlan Ellison, stuff by James O'Barr.
Mm.
We all have our people that we like to support, even as established professionals. It's one of the things too. It's funny when you talk about Arn Anderson. I think it was Conrad Thompson. It was Conrad Thompson from Ad Free Shows talks about how your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler is Arn Anderson.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's right. You talk to The Undertaker, you talk to any of these guys, even guys like CM Punk and stuff, they'll tell you like Arn Anderson is like the guy. So it was really cool to be able to do this book with him and stuff like that. And again, it's like, what a world, man. What a world. I realized this March will be my 20th anniversary as a published comic book writer.
Beautiful.
And if all goes according to plan, I'll have 20 graphic novels out by my 20th year, which that's incredible. But that's for the support of people like you, people that are supporting the Kickstarter and stuff like that, which is at arncomic.com, I might add. So
I like how simple yours are, because it's always whatever you need to have it. Most people is like, you need to follow this huge link back here.
Yeah, well, I mean, and you invest in doing this stuff, but
exactly.
I do want to make it simple. And then when you get promos from like, the Paul White or
exactly.
William Regal or Bray Wyatt, whatever. It's very simple. Arncomic.com.
Exactly.
There you go.
That makes life so much easier.
Wait, I'm a little confused. Where do we go see this book? Where?
You go to www.kickstarter.com/project. No, just
I was gonna say, whoa, this is a lot longer link than I remember.
Right. Arncomic.com. Very easy to go pledge. And again, any pledge that includes at least the hardcover, you get the Kickstarter exclusive book plate. We're unlocking the signatures. Like I said, we're zooming in on unlocking the third of the 4 signatures right now. So it's just it's cool. I'm really excited. I'm very grateful. And this book is gorgeous. People are just looking for that's another thing too. We talked about the holidays earlier. If you have a wrestling fan in your life, pre-order them this book. And I think I actually have to make up like a certificate or something like that. Like that people that backers can have to say, hey, I got you this book. Having a book that potentially is signed by Arn Anderson, the 2 artists, this goofball that co-wrote it, any wrestling fan would lose their minds.
Oh, definitely. This is a great wrestling fan gift.
Yes.
And it's, this, the last book. Oh, I feel like you get them this, you get the last book, you get them this as a package deal, and they're gonna love you.
Oh yeah, and there's like the there's the Gimme Everything, which is always like my favorite pledge level in any campaign because you get all the physical stuff.
Right.
We also did a pledge level at arncomic.com where you can get the Kickstarter exclusive hardcover of My Life as the Enforcer, but then you also get, we had a very limited number of copies. You can get the Kickstarter exclusive hardcover of the #1 Amazon best-selling Butts and Seats, the Tony Schiavone story, which is like a companion book to this with an alternate cover. It's got the gold belt. Tony was the champion. Championship edition, right? I mean, this book became a #1 bestseller on Amazon. The first original graphic novel advertised on cable television. And we have a limited number of those packages left as well. So that's
and it's a great book to have. It looks really beautiful. It looks really classic comics at the same time that it is wrestling. You did a good job of putting that together.
Thank you. That was the pandemic project. And,
you had time.
Right. Well, yeah. And that's and again, those hardcovers aren't a print. That's like a we got a certain amount of those left. That's 125. You get the hardcover. Wow, the Schiavone book, as well as the hardcover of the Arn Anderson book. So those books are going to be hard to find.
So that way, to pressure people into just rushing over and getting them. How many are left? How many?
I think maybe there's 20 left, and that's it.
Oh, only 20 people. Man, Jordan, you got to make 20 other accounts right now.
Yeah, totally.
Jordan, hey, look, if I made it, Jordan probably has it. I'm just going to be real.
That's true. We already saw the correction there, and it looks like he already has it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's our old team, Justin Birch on letters, Drina Joe, our editor, Sean and Colm. Great, yeah, there it is. Great lineup on this book. Super excited.
Dude, I love the art on this book. It's unique. It's fun. It's it's not what I was expecting, and I feel like that's a good thing.
Well, and it's funny you mentioned that too, because I didn't want to do Butts and Seats 2.0.
Right.
And when I met with Arn for the first time, before anybody knew about it, as much as I like to tease things, there's plenty of times that when I'm working on a project, there's a lot of back end work that goes into it, And I had dinner with Arn and Brock. It was me, Travis, Drina Joe, Mike Dawkins, and then Arn and Brock. And we all had dinner at a show and talking about the book and things like that. And I was thinking about, okay, what would this look like if I'm going to write this book? Because I'll be honest with you, I wasn't sure I was going to write this one. I did the Shivani book, and cool, man, achievement unlocked. And I wanted to make sure I'd be the right person to write the Arn book. And as he started talking, and we were just kind of, just kibitzing a little bit and stuff like that, I got this vision, and it's perfect that you're on this art right now. I got this vision that we do a book where it's modern Arn, illustrated by Sean Daly, water painted style, very cool, stylized art. But then we do these extended flashback sequences when we're looking at what Arn's talking about. And we have Colm Griffin do those, who did the Butts and Seats chapter in Butts and Seats, the Tony Schiavone story, right? And then we do that way when we have the more of a, I don't want to say a photorealistic style, but definitely more of a realistic style, because I really wanted to play off of them.
Right.
Especially because as you go through the book, it weaves back and forth and back and forth. And I want to be very clear, modern Arn, flashback story. Modern Arn, flashback. So there's Colm's work, and you can see the difference,
major
but a similar color palette. And this is where
I feel like that's the beautiful thing about it, because even though it's different art, you feel like the book has this cohesive piece flowing through it.
Yes. And I'm glad you mentioned that, because that was very important to me. I wanted the book to not, I didn't want it to be jarring, but I wanted it to be obvious.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Makes total sense.
And Colm is great. I wanted to work with Colm on Butts and Seats. I wanted to work with him on a long-form project. Working with Sean Daly on a long-term project has been something I wanted to do for a very long time. And we're here now, and what a treat. What a treat. This book is gorgeous. And I'll tell you, the first 5 pages or so of this book is one of my favorite openings to any book I have ever written, ever.
Nice.
It's such a, when I'm at a show and people look at this book, or people are at a bookstore looking at this book, not sure want to buy it or not, look at the first 5 pages. And I would be shocked if people could read the first 5 pages and not say, I want to read this man's story. It's that point blank. I mean, I'm throwing down. There it is.
And it makes so much sense that it's in comic book format, because wrestlers are larger than life. They're comic book characters themselves, and it just makes sense to have their life story told like this.
Yeah, and there's a lot of moments in the book there. Colm just drew a scene recently with I don't want to give too much away, but we're I'll talk about that. There's a scene in the book where Arn is in the locker room and he gets approached by the Wild Samoans. And whether you're a lapsed wrestling fan or don't know too much about wrestling, you'll know that when you see Colm draw them, these are two very big bruiser guys.
They are.
And they approached Arn in the shower and they said, we need to talk to you. And the scene, the way Colm draws it, you see the Wild Samoans and the big hair and stuff like that. It just, it's fun, and it kind of almost gives me goosebumps just talking about it. Because, it's you can be tough, and I don't be the first to tell you this, but when the Wild Samoans walk up to you in the locker room and you're say, we need to go talk in the shower for a minute. They're.
I'm already picturing it, and wow.
yeah. It's pretty cool, man. He has a fascinating story. It's a fascinating story. I legitimately am so excited for people to see this. And that's the other thing too, that I know a lot of people see me on the show a couple times. as a creator, we only have so much time to dedicate to the projects we want to do.
Yeah.
And I specifically chose to work on this book because of the fact that I am so fiercely excited about it. You know, again, after I did the Shivani's book, we checked a lot of boxes with butts and seats, you know.
Right.
But looking at this, but when I had the opportunity to do this one and stuff, I'm like, man, I want to tell the story. I know the angle on this, and I will not be happy. I run the risk of not being happy if I'm not the one that gets to tell it just a certain way.
Right.
And it's a very powerful book. I cannot wait for people to see it. And at arncomic.com, you can get your copy.
Exactly. It says a lot though that you had dinner with them and you already saw, because I know what you're talking about. I know that process. I know I know that moment where you see the story laid out before you and you're like, oh, I can do this.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and I was kind of mad in a way, and I'm like, dang it. Right, the Arn Anderson book. I got to get to Re 6. I got these other things I got to get to as well, you know, and Hope Volume 2 and all these other books that are on the horizon, but I got to do this one too now because
I feel like people forget that you know, we have all the stuff that's happening at the same time that other stuff is coming out. You're constantly working on something, especially as a writer. You're constantly working on the next project or the next project or the next thing or this short or
well, that's exactly right, you know, and what it comes down to is, like, right now we have the Cthulhu Junior trade paperback just went into previews. Hope Volume 2 comes out next month. Tales Mystery Omnibus comes out in January.
Wow.
We got Hope Volume 2 on the horizon. We got Homestead on the horizon. We have Arn Anderson that'll then be delivering. I got one or two other things I haven't even talked about yet. You know, it's constantly going, but this was a book that I really decided creatively I'm going to dedicate some time. I'm going to dedicate some time to this book. I want to tell this story. I would regret not being the one to get to do it. Yeah, Right or Wrong, special Volume 1, special edition, then Right or Wrong Volume 2 after that. There's a ton of stuff. And it takes time, you know. I mean, it's not like you sit down and, you know, I literally have it in front of me on my desk. You can't see it, but it's right here. I don't know if you can kind of hear this or not. Here's the script to London.
We could hear it. We could hear it.
We can hear it. Wow.
Yeah, this right here. This I'm holding in my hands. The script to London After Midnight.
Is it just a script?
Yeah, this is just a script right now.
Just peek the corner of the page, then. Just peek the corner of the page, the white page. Just peek that.
You know, you guys are my friends. I got to be very careful how I do this.
Oh, are the back sides blank?
Yeah, no, it's front and back.
Oh, no.
He's classic writer. You use the front, you use the back.
See this?
Oh, there you go. We got a peek. All right,
there we go.
Yeah.
Jordan, you got to see it firsthand.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. As a horror fan,
dude, as soon as you announced
getting this,
I was salivating.
My God. Well, here's a fun fact too. You know, the Dirk Manning avatar, the top hat and the scarf and all that stuff. Here, we're you know, I mean, people probably have seen
I think he's showcasing it.
Yeah, right there on Jordan's hat. You know, like this guy. This is based on that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's London After Midnight.
Exactly.
You know, that's the homage. You know, and now to be 20 years in
and doing it,
woo. And I have here. Let me show you the top corner now, just for fun. There's the top corner. Yeah.
Oh man, we got two corners.
Here's the corner I showed you before.
And there's the other corner.
Here's the top corner.
Oh, you're such a tease.
Right. I feel like this is going to be really like a really weird kind of thing here. I'm going to stop. But
there are book nerds like that.
To be working on this stuff,
right?
You know, it's incredible. It's an honor to, you know. And when Arn came up, it was like, I want to do this book. Again, I could have handed it off to someone else. I could have project managed it. Drina Joe's a phenomenal editor. She would have made the book shine. You know, Coleman, Sean are incredible artists. Source Point's a great publisher. But it's like, I got to do this one. The story is there. I see the story. I see the approach. I see the artist. I
saw you live when after you announced it. You were so giddy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. And now doing, in next year there could be books out by me with the Cheney Entertainment.
Yeah.
Arn Anderson.
Yeah.
Cthulhu Jr.
Dude.
Mr. E. All Hope, the special edition of Hope.
You're busy.
Just and my head. Here's another one I haven't talked about yet. I should be only promoting arncomic.com. Arncomic.com. You can go.
The good thing about arncomic.com is that it's so easy to promote. You just go arncomic.com.
Are you guys talking about that famous website, arncomic.com?
Arncomic.com? Yeah, dude. We're talking about
virtually no one has seen much of the Hope Volume 2 art that Sally Scott is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
I knew he was going to do it. I knew he was going to do that.
I've worked with Sally for years on
right.
some different things, and I just can't wait. I can't wait for me to see it. I can't wait. It's jaw dropping. It's jaw dropping.
Well, we love Hope, so we can't wait for it to come out. I've been able to pick up bits and pieces of things that especially when you guys did the free comic book one. I was like, I gotta pick this up.
Yeah. Well, people have been waiting. That whole pandemic really kind of goofed things up for me.
Exactly.
But
Jordan's on the move.
There we go.
There he is. Look at that. See, all I have to do is I need to have Jordan on any show I do, and then this, I don't even have to pull it off from over here.
Exactly, he shows it off. That's one of the reasons we like him so much.
That's right.
Oh no. So Dirk, you are at the 30 mark, so I know you got to go. So
oh my gosh, right? We just got
started. Do your little wrap up and let them know where they can find you. Let them know what you got coming up, so that they get the full aspect of things. I'll put the Kickstarter here on the side as you talk.
Yeah, man. Again, right now, the biggest thing is between now and December 16th, go to arncomic.com or go to kickstarter.com, put in Arn Anderson. The book will come up. I'm exceptionally excited about this book. If you have a wrestling fan in your life, get them this book. I think I'm going to do something where we're going to have like a certificate printed out that you can just show people, hey, I ordered you this book.
I like that.
Other than that, I'm on all the social medias at dirkmanning.com. At Dirk Manning, look for the guy at top hat and scarf, like Jordan's pin.
Dude, you've become such a character. I'm surprised you haven't written a story about you.
It's funny. When we did the Adventures of Cthulhu Jr. and Friends,
you did. I know that. I love that one.
We did. It was not my goal to make a character based on the persona or the visual persona of Dirk Manning, but knowing that it needed to be a supervillain and he had to kind of be a magician and stuff like that, I'm like,
oh, so cool.
but then I also look at it like, 20 years in, if that's what I'm doing, okay, fine. It was, Dirk, like in Nightmare World, there is a Dirk Manning character who appears very briefly, and I think one story. He appears in Paranoid, I think. He owns the castle where all the monsters hang out.
Cool.
But it's like he has like one line of dialogue, and again, even back then, I didn't want the castle owner to be Dirk Manning, but Anthony Pruzo, who drew that story, he's like, it has to look like Dirk Manning. He goes, who else would have the castle where all the monsters hang out? And I'm like,
dude, yeah, he's right.
Fine, right. The same thing with Cthulhu Jr. and Friends. Fine, But yeah, people find me at dirkmanning.com. All social media is at Dirk Manning. YouTube, my YouTube channel at Dirk Manning, which only a playlist at this point, but there'll be some original content hopefully coming next year. And again, arncomic.com. Check out this book. We're close to unlocking the 4th stretch goal. The 5th stretch goal, the Arn Anderson signature after that. Super excited about it. I'm just. This book is going to be one of these books I think is going to turn a lot of heads when they read it. So I appreciate you guys. Let me come on and talk about it for a little bit. Thank you.
Anytime you want to come on, just come on and have fun. I think Jordan wants to say something.
I have one final question.
Sure.
Was it 2012 or 2013 your first anime marathon?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
I was thinking yesterday.
I think it was. I would have to look at. I'd have to look at my website. It was 2012 or 2013. It was right around there.
Yeah, I know that because
Jose, you might have the brochure or something there for all I know.
brochure. No, I wish I did, but
I do too. I used to keep that stuff for a long
I
time.
do have on my 20. I think it was 2014.
Ooh.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
I think I have your signature on like 5 of these.
Yeah. And Marathon's a cool show.
I also have your remarks somewhere.
Yeah.
Wait, did you have him sign every time he was at a convention you were able to go to?
There it is.
Look at
Look at that. You can tell if I'm the writer and not the artist.
that.
That is why. That is like I have done that sketch about 5,000 times, and that's as good as it gets.
So Nathan, I heard that question you said. I did like this big post earlier this year about me and his history. You know, we go back what will probably be 11 years in March.
Right. I'll have to look.
11 years.
Wow.
Just me walking around a dealer hall in Bowling Green, Ohio, and finding this guy.
Like, hey, I got books. You want something to read? Here you go.
Check them out.
Yeah.
That's exactly how when I first ran into Dirk, it was like, come check them out.
I always pride myself on never hard selling anybody, but I tell people if anything, the biggest hard sell line I have is if anything looks interesting, feel free to check it out. And that's it. You will look at my table and know, oh, this looks horror stuff, or now a little wrestling and haunted high end, some other stuff. Oh, or ooh, this is not my thing. And then off you go. And I've been very fortunate that a lot of people have stopped to check stuff out and enjoyed what they've read and keep coming back. And like I said, this March, if all goes according to plan, knock on wood, 20 original 20 graphic novels in 20 years, not including all the other side stuff.
Nice.
That's that blows my mind. Man, that blows my mind. That's so wild. It just wow. So yeah, thank you guys for your support and being part of this journey.
Oh, anytime, bro.
Hardcover.
You forgot to plug one thing. Volume 2 of this next year too.
Yeah, volume 2. That's coming out next year. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff on the horizon. So yeah.
If you are on the Dirk Manning email thread, you will know half the stuff because he makes sure you find out everything, and it's a good place to get exclusive information.
Yes. Go to dirkmanning.com. I send out a newsletter once a month.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad people are finally catching on to the art of the newsletter. Again, something I've done probably for like 10 years. People think I'm old, it's old-fashioned, but stuff gets lost on social media.
Yeah. Sometimes it's better than social media.
What are we showing off now? Another Kickstarter exclusive book.
Ooh.
That was not going to see that one get reprinted either. Again.
We're supposed to be getting like the grandma's cookies recipes too, aren't we?
Oh, that's right.
And more pins.
Yep. That get pins. That comes with Cthulhu. If you backed the Cthulhu Junior Kickstarter, you get that stuff.
Of course we did.
Which I know you guys all did, right? But other people, you can actually go to your local comic shop right now and pre-order the trade paperback.
Nice.
Which again, is very nice. But people that back the hardcover, they get the cookie recipe. You get the other stuff. So thank you all for being part of this journey and allowing me the privilege of being on this journey. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for having me on. arncomic.com. Check it out, friends.
Arncomic.com.
Very cool book. I'm very excited about it. Thank you for having me on. So thank you, everybody. Again, Jordan, congratulations, man. Very cool that you're doing this.
Thank you.
And appreciate all you guys. Thank you for your time. And I'm off the road till March, but come March, we'll be celebrating 20 years, 2 decades of decadence.
The one thing I don't fear is not seeing you because we run into each other multiple times.
Right. We'll see each other soon.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get back to work for now, but we'll see each other soon.
Be seeing you in March.
Yes. Thank you, friends. Appreciate you all.
Anytime you want to come on.
I appreciate it very much. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, should I do a segue? Should I do a segue? Should I do a segue?
I have some.
Wait, hold on. That was devastatingly Dirk Manning. Now Nat wants to do a segue, which is not a segue anymore. Yeah. Go for it.
Well, the segue works because a friend of Derek, aka Bitsy Tandem, is doing a project with our associate Shen, aka Flushmallow, on a bunch of pins. Is that not a good segue? Is that not a perfect connection?
Just because Bitsy Tandem is a friend of Dirk Manning, and Bitsy Tandem and Flushmallow are doing Kickstarter, that makes it a good segue. I don't know. I don't think I understand why you have this whole idea that Dirk.
Listen, at least it's a better segue than most people's
Tandem.
NordVPN
is a good segue. All right, go for it, Nat.
So NordVPN is a wonderful private internet browsing access. So, this is a Kickstarter, 5 days less to go, done by our little friend Flushmallow on Genshin X Pokemon pins. There's 9 of them. You can go get them, and yeah.
Ooh, the tea's done.
What was that?
Somebody has tea ready. I think it's Nat. Because all of a sudden he's gone. He's disappeared.
That was quite
gone
the
poofity poof.
That was quite the noise. I have so many books to put away.
Oh yeah, because you are the fan. You're the ultimate Dirk Manning fan.
Yep.
Yeah, so Bitsy has her Kickstarter going on with Flushmallow, and they did a fantastic job of putting these pins together. They look great. If you love pins, you will love these because they're so cute. If you love Pokemon, if you love Genshin, then you will love these even more because look at these things. Look how beautiful these things are. Oh my God. And, I can't get enough of them. I want all of them. I can't figure out how to afford all of them. So I'll live vicariously through all of you as you get your pins. I'll get mine. I did the which one did I do?
I did 2.
I did the 2, just like you.
Yeah.
That's 2 enamel pins and the art print, which I'm looking forward to because she did a great job on that art pin. Art print.
Nathan, you good over there?
Not exactly. Let's see.
Is your tea gone bad? Why?
Hello.
That was quite annoying.
Yeah, he's kind of lost over there. So here are the art prints. They are fantastic. She does a great job. If you are on Bitsy's site, you can actually see her 3D version of this, which looks fantastic. And of course, if you get all 9 pins, you get this beautiful one right here, which I definitely want. Another reason for me to get all 9 pins, but I can't afford it at the moment. But we'll see what happens. Because sometimes money shows up.
Even if money was able to magically show up, I'm 4 Kickstarters deep, and all of them are expensive.
Well, that's the whole problem, isn't it? We're supporting so many things. That's why the money doesn't show up.
And 3 of them are Source Point.
Dude, look how beautiful this print looks. Oh,
3 Source Point Kickstarters.
Yeah, you're definitely the Source Point guy.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, if you guys are enjoying Bitsy's art, you might want to join her Patreon, where she does special things for the Patreon community that she has and showcases her beautiful art, and it is beautiful.
And I believe some of these are also animated on the Patreon, if I remember right.
Exactly. That's the stuff she's been doing, and you guys get exclusive stuff on the Patreon. So go join her Patreon, and and dude, Bitsy does amazing stuff, and you want to be in on the inside part of this.
Yes.
Speaking,
you talked about the pillows as well.
The pillows. You want to talk about the pillows?
Add-on pillows. You can choose any of the pins up above, and they come in nice squishable pillows.
Yes.
That is great because sometimes you might want to pin as something bigger, something better, something
Yes.
huggable.
I would say this is a thing to get, even though it won't arrive for Christmas.
Oh, it's definite, but you can always like stall people and go, "Hey, look at what I got you. Here's a picture."
Exactly.
Speaking of our Flushmallow, she's saying, "Hey guys," and of course, Mystic Despair does not miss out on saying hello. And Izzy, who's actually live somewhere else, I'm surprised he actually has a moment to come say, "What's up, Bitten Apple?"
Especially since
He
he
was
just
stream sniping us.
Yeah, he was doing a live video.
Yeah, he was just live. That's what surprised me when I saw him pop up on the feed. I was like, "Damn, you multitasking, bro."
And yes, hello, dear.
All right. Talking about segues, since he was already talking about Source Point Press,
Yes.
we have a nice little
Good boy.
boy
Yes.
Kickstarter to talk about. Go for it, Jordan.
So, hold on. Sorry. Trying to get these put in the shelf.
You should have just left them so that you could showcase the rest of the Source Point in between the segues.
Good boy. Yes. So our main character, as you can see, well, the picture above, up at the top, is our main character named Flint. And sorry. Basically, reverse John Wick. Instead of the dog dying, the human dies, and so Flint, our cover star, goes on a rampage, as per John Wick, to get revenge on those that did him wrong. Got plenty of reward tiers. Got plenty of stretch goals to get to.
Did you get the leather bound $99 edition?
Yep.
I had a feeling you did.
Of course, he was going to go for the expensive one.
It looks beautiful, though.
I asked her if it could be my Christmas gift this year.
Aw.
That's a good
Christmas gift.
It took me a few days. I'm like, I'll tell you what I was like, I got to think about what I really want. And I'm like, comics.
And I feel like you didn't have to think too long. Oh, this is a nice T-shirt.
Yeah, it took me a little bit.
The book looks fantastic. Look at this cover. Even though the regular cover looks pretty decent.
And they're already hinting at a not sequel, but another story in a similar universe called Bad Girl.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether to say that or not because I don't want to be demonetized.
They posted it, so it's out there.
Yeah,
I know.
They definitely posted it, and I caught my attention. I love cats, so
as you already know.
Oh, look at this! Fantastic! Look at this stuff. A little preview for you folks out there. Good Boy is a good series. You should pick it up. Whether you pick it up here on the Kickstarter or you pick it up separately, but I think the fact that the book's been put together for you to pick up, it's a great thing. So you don't have to do all that work of going to find it.
Yep, exactly.
And the art is great, and the concept is just, dude, who doesn't want to see the dog get revenge for John Wick getting killed?
Exactly.
Oh, look at this stuff. Classic comic book. Source Point Press. They do amazing work. I think I can showcase to you guys what the little sneak peek is that we're talking about here, because it's right here. Bad Girl.
Yep.
There it is.
Don't ask me for
And if you get them to 40K, which is they're already pretty close, you will get the Ashcan edition in with the book, the hardcover book.
If you scroll down a little bit to a little bit more, there it is, 80K. So if
Collectible coin. Ooh.
Yep.
It sounds like right up Shadow Rabbit. I can't even talk. Right up Shadow Rabbit's.
Wait.
Yep, this is
Jordan,
the one.
how do you have that?
This isn't the 80K.
Oh,
It's going to be. This is a different. This is from the Volume 2, Issue 1 Kickstarter.
That's pretty cool.
The one that's a part of the omnibus.
That's pretty huge, though.
Oh yeah. The one that's a part of the omnibus, he has gone on to say that it will be a completely different design. And then if they reach that last stretch goal of 90K, they will be flying their letterist and colorist to sign books for everyone.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So they'll bring them to one of the conventions to have them sign. Okay.
I think it's just, I don't know if it's going to be to a convention or if it's going to be to, because Christy Blanche, who is the, I guess, co-writer.
Right.
She owns a comic shop in Indiana.
Ooh, even better.
And so that will probably be what ends up happening.
Even better. Yeah, they have folks. You can pick up the one you want. The leather bound is the $99 one. The hardcover is two different ones. Okay.
Yeah.
You got this one here and this one here. All right. So it's $39. You pick up the book.
Mm-hmm.
$10 to pick up the digital. $69 to get the special cover book. And for $99 you get the leather.
Yeah.
And of course it gets better and better and better, but you know.
And got on for the really neat T-shirt and all that other good stuff.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice T-shirt. Good boy. They do a lot of good work. Source Point Press always on top of the game. They're always doing the good stuff. The good boy stuff. The good stuff.
Yes.
And
What's next?
We're missing something.
What's next?
Hocus Hocus.
Ah, there we go. Pocus Hocus. Hocus Pocus. Hocus Hocus.
Yes.
Jordan, while he pulls it up, what is it?
So I can actually show you a physical copy now because of my Kickstarter I got today.
Ooh.
Because
we just finished with the last Kickstarter.
Yeah, because of the Grandma Chainsaw Kickstarter that I backed, they were nice enough to send me like all of their books.
Oh, look how beautiful that looks! Damn.
This is the trade paperback of issues 1 through 4. This wasn't part of my reward tier. They just wanted to make sure I got everything.
Of course, they told us if Jordan's happy, then we're happy.
That's what they said at the convention.
Multiple times.
Exactly.
And this week, I was informed this week they will start sending out those 20-pound boxes.
20-pound boxes. Ugh.
Well, you got to think a trade paperback and a $150 in free comics is quite a bit. So maybe not 20 pounds, but
maybe not 20 pounds, but almost 20 pounds, or maybe 20 pounds.
Yeah.
They're doing pretty decently. They're at 1,605, 38 backers, 18 days to go. Focus. I feel like we just saw this somewhere.
They did a Kickstarter.
No, that's black and white.
Because they did a Kickstarter. I want to say it was like 3-4 months ago, where it was just for the regular, the cover I held up.
Yep.
And now they're doing it all in black and white.
There we go. Beautiful. Look at that stuff.
Ooh.
And what's the book about?
That's a good question. I've only had him since today, so.
Okay. I'll let you off the hook, but it's a pretty decent book. Go check it out yourselves, guys. The Kickstarter's up. It's Pocus Hocus, a play on the words of Hocus Pocus, Pocus Hocus.
Yes. They used to be under the name Bad Bug Comics, and in my video, I accidentally brought that name up because Source Point Press picked them up, so now they're under Source Point Press.
Source Point Press just takes all the good stuff and puts it underneath it.
I'm surprised Dirk didn't talk about his special events manager.
Well, he only had a certain amount of time, so.
Oh, got it.
But you can talk about it.
I'm not sure how to describe that. I know he's said it helped him set up for stuff like the wrestling books, but other than that, I'm not really sure.
Well, we all need a little help, and a little help is always a good thing. Especially when you're as busy as Dirk Manning. And he's been pretty busy. I feel like we're still missing a Kickstarter.
Good boy, Pocus Hocus.
Lunar Smoke finished, right?
Let's find out. Hold on a second.
There's the card game that's like $8 million deep.
Oh, I remember that one.
Oh no, that's just someone me and Shen have been following for years now. Don't worry about that. They're good.
No, I know.
They're doing really well.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, their goal was $1.
That's true. I feel like sometimes that's what you got to do, though, to get yourself funded. What am I looking for? Moon what?
Lunar Smoke.
There we go. Lunar Smoke. Lunar Smoke. What the heck? Let's see. Lunar Smoke number 2. Whoa. Okay, that's why.
Oh, shoot. Nope.
Don't tell me you broke your little piece.
You almost did it first.
Nope. You heard nothing.
Well, there you have it, guys. Lunar Smoke. Our friend Shadow Rabbit did a nice piece for them. They're doing very well. Their pledge goal was $100. They are at 12,755. Wow, that's pretty decent, man. 226 backers. 7 days to go. You might want to support these guys. They have a really good looking book. Beautiful book. Dude, these guys are like all over the place here. Look. They even got an original song. Wait, are they that far? No, they still haven't opened that one. Okay. So if you guys help them get to 15,000, you get an original song from the project.
Ooh.
I always like when they have music attached to it, because as a kid, I would read my comics with music playing in the background. Oh, look at this cover. This is cute. It looks really decent. They have some beautiful covers. The book looks amazing. And of course, Shadow Rabbit has supported it with one of his figures. And look, they have a naughty version.
There goes the monetization.
I said, Okay.
Yeah, it looks really decent. And we have them on for the first book, and I think that we had them on for the first book, right?
We had Lou on for the first book.
Oh, we had him on for the first book.
Maybe.
Well, either way, we'll have him on again. This looks really decent. And speak of the devil.
There he is.
Our pal Shadow Rabbit and his handmade of clay 6-inch tall figures.
Yeah.
It's an add-on. You can add it on. Go support Shadow Rabbit and go support this comic.
Yes.
I think we had Arn on for another book, because that's probably what I'm remembering. And I think that all the Kickstarters? I feel like we're still missing one.
Most of them ended last week, so
I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think we're so used to having so many Kickstarters going on at the same time.
I believe that's it.
I think so too.
There's a couple starting in a week or so, but I believe that's it for right now.
Yeah, I think so.
Show off our pal Shadow Rabbit, of course. He's not here right now, so we'll make sure to show him off.
Put that there.
The Shadow Rabbit is the man. If you want to have your dreams come to life, commission Shadow Rabbit for a beautiful piece, because he does beautiful work, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Now, speaking of our Lunar, there it goes. Lunar Smoke, custom sculpt Kickstarter. Yeah, Shadow Rabbit does amazing work.
All right, so apparently Shen is coming in here saying that we aren't promoting her Kickstarter, even though we did that earlier. I guess she just wasn't in here. So I think we should do it a second time, because apparently she's getting on me for that.
Yeah, I'm surprised, because usually she doesn't want you to showcase it.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, right? It's almost like she's finally a part of a larger Kickstarter, and maybe she's working on a secret tier.
Ooh, she's working on a secret tier. Looks Flooshmallow. If that's all you wanted to tell us, was that you're working on a secret tier, then you could have done that.
Yeah, I believe it's in the updates section. For 8K, they unlock a special character with a shiny Eevee.
That you already know what it is, I'm sure.
Of course he knows what it is.
Yep.
Who's that character?
It's Pikachu.
It's not fair, I can't participate.
New stretch goal.
It's Pikachu.
There you go.
There it
Shiny
is.
Eevee. Ooh. Which is not fair, because Nat already knows what it is. He already knows that the shiny Eevee, what it is, and it looks pretty decent. I can't wait to see what she comes up with, because she's done an amazing job with the art.
All I will say is it makes me hungry.
Oh my God, you are too funny. All right, folks, there you have it. Go support the Kickstarters. Well, let's show off Dirk Manning's present Kickstarter one last time. Of course, It's Arn Anderson.
ArnComic.com.
There you go. I was trying to say the title of the book.
Arn Anderson, My Life is the Enforcer.
There you go. He's at 24,303. 426 backers, 17 days to go. If we get to the stretch goal of
46, 27.
Here we go. 24,444.
Well, that one, yeah.
Yeah. That's one they're working on right now. They're very close to getting that one. That's the one with the triple sign goodness.
Yep, and then that one afterwards is even better.
This one is every Kickstarter exclusive. Cardstock book plate will be autographed by Arn Anderson, comic artist Sean Daly, Calm Griffin, writer Dirk Manning, and now Arn Anderson himself. That's 4 signatures, which is really rather fitting, isn't it? I love Dirk's sense of humor. Go support this. It is fantastic. I got the Tony Schiavone story. The book is amazing, and they're doing a great job with the Arn Anderson book. So if you're a wrestler, if you don't have a wrestler in your life, this is the perfect gift. Dirk was not kidding. Us wrestling fanatics love all this kind of stuff.
Yep.
You got comics and wrestling in the same place. Ooh. So where can they find us again, Jordan?
ArnComic.com.
Where can they find us again, Matt?
ArnComics.com.
Huh?
What was that?
ArnComics.com.
ArnComics.com?
ArnComic.com.
ArnComics.com.
ArnComic.com.
ArnComic.com.
You keep saying it plural.
No, I have a speech impediment.
Oh. Gotcha.
There you have it, folks. Don't mind my lisp. I will work hard to not have it. With that, folks, this has been Apple Bites with Dirk Manning and Jordan and Nat and that guy named Written Writ Ralph. I don't know what he does.
I don't know.
Yeah. He thinks he's
He
everything.
looks like Rafael Tavares.
I know. It's
Rafael Tavares, that's the great guy. We like him.
I don't know. He was sort of the protagonist in the anime version of the show, and I don't think people really liked him that much.
I don't know. It sounded like they liked him way more than they like me. So
That's true.
All right, folks, there you have it. And of course, on this show, we do this.
Yes, I'm lost. Yes, Arn Anderson.